probably wondering, as you migrate back to face-to-face counseling, how are you managing and navigating handling non-vaccinated clients as you move back to face-to-face? Perfect. We're going to talk about that today on today's Level Up series. We're Kate and Katie of the Private Practice Startup. Level Up is a series all about you, where we help you build and grow your dream practice, work with the clients you love, and live that dream lifestyle.
Yes, before we dive into today's really important topic, we just want to say thank you to our sponsor, to TherapyNotes. They're an amazing EHR and telehealth platform. If you're in need of an EHR, definitely check them out. You can get your first 2 months for free using code PPS. Just go to therapynotes.com. Okay.
Awesome. So I think there's a few levels to
Yeah.
this, right? So one,
Yes.
know your state laws, know your own comfort, your own health, and your own plan personally. And then also know, should someone get COVID and be in the office, what are your policies and procedures around that? And also, how are you communicating that to your clients? So first, I would say know your own comfort level. And if you're a solopreneur and you haven't developed systems and a process of communicating the expectations to your clients, and then your own system, if something happens, I would definitely recommend you get clear on that first. Kate?
Absolutely. There's, it's a difficult dynamic to navigate. And with being a group practice owner of multi-locations in South Florida, it's a very heavily populated area. We've had, a lot of COVID rates down here over the past year and a half. And we actually have continued to see clients the entire pandemic. So we haven't shut down to virtual. We've been navigating this for a very long time. And thank goodness everything's been very safe and smooth. There's a ton of safety protocols that we have in place. So I can speak from my own experience there, making sure that as you're thinking about transitioning back to the office and whether it's time for you to transition back, Katie mentioned a really good point of considering your own personal health, your family's personal health. If you have at-risk members at home that have not been vaccinated, maybe it's not the right time for you to transition back, or maybe it is. So with those safety protocols in place. So making sure that you're really thinking everything through in terms of how to keep the environment as safe as possible back in the office with your clients. If you're a solopreneur, it's going to be a lot easier to manage if you're a group practice owner, there's going to be a lot of moving parts and a lot of systems and protocols that need to be in place, and that you'll need to make sure that your team is very clear on what they do in all of the different situations, and what the protocols are in the morning, in the evening, in between clients, and how you're staggering people with their schedules to make sure that the office stays as safe as possible. And also making sure of how you have your furniture arranged in the room. If you live somewhere where you have the ability to open windows and have airflow and it's cool outside, amazing. If not, what type of protocols or safety measures can you put in place? Like a HEPA purified air purifier that runs constantly 24/7, clearing out the room. And then also thinking about the masks. If you're not vaccinated, then that's something to consider. Are you still wearing a mask in session? If you are vaccinated and you feel comfortable and you're not at risk and don't have family members at home that are at risk, and you're comfortable not wearing a mask, it is a personal decision and also a clinical decision that you've got to look at with your clients. Having the conversation with your clients, each and every one of them, making sure that you're assessing and having the conversations so that they know when to come in, when to not come in, when you need to move to telehealth, if they've been directly exposed, if they have any symptoms of a cold. There's just a lot of layers to this, and making sure that you have them sign a COVID consent form, so that way it's very clear, they understand what the policies are, and the assessing that happens. And then also have a conversation with them about the mask, or about a face shield, or these other protective measures that you're having. If your client is not vaccinated, then you can't say, I'm not willing to see you, sorry, we're not going to do therapy. You've got to give them other options. So if they're making a personal choice not to get vaccinated, it's important to respect that decision. People have many different reasons for that, and that's another topic. But to make sure that you offer them options of moving to telehealth if there's been any potential exposure on your end or their end, or maybe you choose to wear a mask if that's your comfort level, and inviting them to make a personal decision if they want to wear a mask or if they don't want to wear a mask. And just, there's a lot of different conversations to be had, and making sure that you're very clear about what those policies and procedures are. I'm sure there's some areas that I've missed or things that you want to add, Katie.
No, I think as you share, I think that's like perfect. I think you have to start with yourself and understand your own needs, right? But also get really clear on your communication, your systems, your process. And like Kate's saying, is talk with each and every client about that so it's clear. And I think this goes for any like business change that you make in your business, right? I know we're talking about vaccines and COVID and stuff like that and in office sessions, but like even changing policies or changing fees, like you need to discuss those things with each and every one of your clients. And it's always great to document things, right? That we've had this discussion, you understand, everything's laid out, it's clear, this is what to do in this case. And that just, to me, when you're clear and you verbally discuss things, you have a conversation, you have an opportunity to answer questions, and then you have people just sign something, like it's really clear and people feel much more safe. And with our job anyways, a lot of times it's a very high anxiety provoking, people coming to therapy are not, it's not like going to get a massage, right? So there's a lot of anxieties with that. And if you're not having those conversations with your clients, it could be stuff that's in the space that needs to be addressed. That's
So I know we touched on a lot of different areas here, and there's many different layers to this, and it is a personal decision, it's a clinical decision, it's a relational and business decision. So there's so many factors in there, and there's a lot of weight to that. So know we're supporting you in your decision and that you're going to make the right decision for you, for your family, and for your business and your clients. So we hope this was useful.
Yeah, and you know, it's no secret that Kate and I really love helping therapists. That is our joy and our passion. And we want you to be successful in private practice, whatever that means to you. We've actually created a gift for you called Your Dream Private Practice Playbook. And this is the exact methodology Kate and I have used to create our 6-figure private practices, dream practices, and have helped many therapists do the same. So we're going to put that link in the resources section so you can take advantage of that. And we look forward to seeing you guys on the next level up. Thank you so much for your questions. We love answering these. And remember, you guys got this. Take care, everybody.
Bye.